Hi there, puzzle enthusiasts! Welcome to another exciting episode where we dive into the world of mind-bending challenges and brain teasers. Today, we're tackling the iconic Rubik's Cube, a puzzle that has fascinated and frustrated millions around the globe. Since its invention in 1974 by Rubik, it has become a symbol of ingenuity and perseverance. It seems simple at first, just a cube with 6 faces, each a different color. But once you start twisting and turning, you quickly realize that solving it can be a real brain teaser. Don't worry though, I'm here to guide you through the process. Whether you're a beginner or someone who's tried and given up, this tutorial is for you. With this easy-to-follow tutorial, you'll be solving the Rubik's Cube in no time. Let's go. Before we dive into solving, let's get familiar with the Rubik's Cube itself. This ingenious puzzle is made up of smaller cubes, or cubies, of 6 different colors. You have 6 faces, each with 9 squares. The center squares are fixed, and the other pieces can move. You solve the puzzle by getting all the same colors on each face. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's all about understanding how the cube moves. There are specific rotations you can make. These rotations change the cube's configuration. Like any good puzzle, the Rubik's Cube has its own language. This language is essential for anyone who wants to master the art of solving the cube. It might seem daunting at first, but with a little practice, you'll find it quite intuitive. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it seems. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to communicate your moves and strategies with other cubers effortlessly. We use letters to represent different rotations. These letters are a shorthand that makes it easy to describe the movements needed to solve the cube. R stands for turning the right face clockwise. This is one of the most common moves you'll use. L is for turning the left face clockwise. Just like R, this move is fundamental to solving the cube. U represents the up face, D the down face, F the front face. Each of these moves is crucial for different stages of solving the cube, and B the back face. Together, these notations cover all the basic moves you need to know. A letter followed by an apostrophe. E means turning that face counterclockwise. This is just as important as the clockwise moves. For example, R means turning the right face counterclockwise. Understanding these notations will help you follow algorithms and solve the cube more efficiently. It's like learning a secret code, but once you get it, you'll be speaking cube in no time. This shared language allows cubers from all over the world to communicate and share their techniques, making the Rubik's Cube community a truly global one. So, take your time, practice these notations, and soon you'll be able to solve the cube with ease and confidence. Our first goal is to solve the first layer, and we'll start by making a white cross. Find the white centerpiece. Now, find the edge pieces with white on them. Your goal is to bring these white edge pieces to the white center, matching the side colors. This might take a few tries, but don't get discouraged. Remember, practice makes perfect. There are a few algorithms or sequences of moves that can help you here, but for now, focus on understanding the logic. Section 5. White cross solved, a major milestone. Congratulations! You've successfully completed the white cross, a major step in solving the Rubik's Cube. Now, let's finish solving that first layer. We need to put the white corner pieces in their correct places. Look for a white corner piece. See which other 2 colors are on that piece. Match those colors to their corresponding center pieces. Then, with a few moves, you can slot that corner piece right into place. Section 6. Completing the first layer. Almost there. Keep going with the rest of the white corner pieces. Remember to match the colors before you try to put them in. You might need to use a combination of moves to get them in the right spot. But just like with the white cross, don't rush it. A scrambled Rubik's Cube can be intimidating, but look at what you've achieved. You've solved an entire layer. This is a huge accomplishment. Take a moment to appreciate your progress. You're well on your way to conquering this cube. Section 7. The second layer. Building on success. With the first layer solved, it's time to move on to the second layer. This is where things start to get a bit more challenging, but also more rewarding. The second layer is crucial because it sets the foundation for the final steps of solving the cube. This layer might seem a bit trickier, but the principle is the same. Match the colors and use algorithms to move the pieces. The key here is to stay patient and methodical. Each move you make should be deliberate and calculated. The goal here is to put the middle layer edge pieces in their correct positions. These edge pieces are the ones that sit between the center pieces of the cube. They are essential for the cube's overall structure, and solving them correctly will make the final layer much easier to handle. Look for an edge piece on the top layer that doesn't have yellow on it. The yellow pieces are reserved for the final layer, so for now, focus on the other colors. This step requires a keen eye and a bit of practice to identify the right pieces quickly. Match its colors to the corresponding center pieces on the second layer. This alignment is crucial because it ensures that the edge piece will fit perfectly into its designated spot. Take your time to make sure the colors are perfectly aligned before moving on to the next step. Then, using a specific algorithm, you can insert that edge piece into its correct place. Algorithms are sequences of moves that, when executed correctly, will position the pieces exactly where they need to be. Mastering these algorithms is key to becoming proficient at solving the Rubik's Cube. Practice them until they become second nature, and you'll find that the second layer becomes much easier to solve. Remember, building on success means taking each step carefully and learning from each move you make. Section 8. Orienting the last layer. Getting in position. Now comes the exciting part, solving the last layer. We'll start by orienting the yellow pieces. This means getting them all facing up, even if they're not in the right order yet. There are a couple of algorithms that can help you here. You'll be flipping edges and twisting corners until you see that beautiful yellow cross on top. It's like magic, but it's all about understanding the moves. Section 9. Permuting the last layer. The final stretch. We're in the home stretch now. The last step is to permute the last layer pieces. This means putting the yellow edge and corner pieces in their correct positions to solve the cube. Again, there are specific algorithms for this stage. They might seem daunting at first, but with practice, you'll be able to execute them smoothly. Remember, every time you make a move, you're one step closer to solving the puzzle. Section 10. Celebration and beyond. You did it. Congratulations. You've officially solved the Rubik's Cube. Take a moment to admire your handiwork. You've mastered a skill that many find daunting. But remember, it all came down to breaking the problem into smaller steps and practicing those steps one at a time. Now that you know the basics, don't stop here. There's a whole world of cubing out there. You can learn to solve the cube faster, try different methods, or even tackle more complex puzzles. So keep practicing, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep having fun.